talkSPORT Clips of the Week.
If you weren't aware, England under-21s are currently in action against Andorra under-21s, and they were behind in the game.
For a long time, they just equalised England through Tom Davis.
Right on half-time, yeah.
On half-time. Possession, England 82%, Andorra 18%, and yet Andorra had 5 corners to England's 3.
Blimey.
So they've obviously been
quite direct by the sound of it.
Impressive.
Yeah. Anyway, England 1-1 with Andorra. So we move on, and these are some classic clips, as we've said before, some old mini discs that were gathering dust in a corner. Were found to have loads of old clips from the early 2000s on them. We're up to March 2007. And we'll begin, as we often have down the years, of course, with Mike Parry alongside Andy Townsend talking films.
Your top quotes from your favourite films, okay? Here's one for you, Mike. Top quote. We're going to need a bigger boat. Who said that?
Titanic.
Couldn't have been much bigger, could it, really, Mike?
Huge.
Yeah, okay, nice.
And the movie chat with Mike and Andy continued.
Bad Santa.
Bad Santa. Was that a Christmas one?
I don't even remember.
A Christmas one.
I don't remember the film at all, do you?
Must have been a Christmas one, mate.
Yeah, it probably would have been a Christmas one. I think Bad Santa, much point bringing it out in July, really, would there?
This is a caller to kick up. Sorry. This is a caller to...
don't do your Brian Blessed. We've had complaints about that.
We haven't, have we?
Yeah, I've got a couple of listeners. Listen to this. Listen, have had complaints. Where's it gone?
Goodness sake.
Please ask Andy if he does that again to give us a warning next time. And someone says, will you please mix it Brian Blessed and Roy Hodgson? And I'll turn the volume down.
I'll go away and practice and it will come back as a loud... I can't even speak. Roy Hodgson. Anyway, let me get back to what I was saying.
This is the caller, isn't it?
This is a caller to kick off with Gab Marcotti.
It's a typical sound indictment of English sport and English organisation.
You're right. Jack, can I just ask you, though, do you have a wife or partner?
No, I'm divorced, thanks very much.
A bit eggy, that, wasn't it? Got a bit warm in here, all of a sudden. Blimey. Poor old Gab. He wasn't to know, although if you ask that kind of question, that's what can happen.
It's dangerous,
This is George Galloway with an incredibly accurate time check.
08704 20 20 20 is the number to call. It's 12:49 and 15 seconds.
Cheers, George.
Yeah.
It's good to know, isn't it?
It's good, and that did give us an idea.
At the third stroke, the time sponsored by Accurist will be
12:49 and 15 seconds.
They should have got George to do it, shouldn't they? Yeah. Sticking with the time, here's Keith Arthur on Fisherman's Blues.
Oh, that's us. It's coming up to 20 to 7. It's nearly 20 to 7 on a Saturday morning. What have I got to tell you?
Well, what that meant for a start. Yeah,
One of those last week as well. This is Duncan Barks on the Overnight Show taking a call.
Let's go to Elton. John is a Millwall fan.
I never knew Elton John was a Millwall fan.
Who knew?
That's fantastic, really. There was a slight gap in there, but certainly not a comma. So back to George Galloway again, and I think Bart Simpson might have been listening to his show.
Hugh Janus in London says, George, great show as always.
Yeah, Hugh's a big fan of your show. Jermaine's old mate, of course.
I'm afraid the perpetrator didn't stop there.
Sunday evenings won't be the same. Gloria Stitz says, sorry it's your last Sunday, George. I will miss you. Well, you can tune in and hear me on Fridays and Saturdays, Gloria.
Good old Gloria. Good old Gloria. And
priority to women callers,
as he used to say. Alan Brazil now, and our legendary voice of golf, Bob Bubka.
We're crossing over to the Honda Classic down in beautiful Palm Beach. Can you hear the ocean? And it's Big Bob Bubka joins us now. Bob, whereabouts in the States are you, Bob?
I'm actually in West Palm Beach.
Yeah,
that's where
because he's there, of course. It's Palm Beach Open, isn't it, really? So that's where Bob is.
And we finish where we started with Mike Parry. And here he is setting the scene live in Tel Aviv ahead of England's Euro 2008 qualifier against Israel.
I'm on the shores of a raging sea. And any minute now, Andy, I could almost see this sea parting and Moses coming through, carrying his tablets and leading his flock into the promised land. This is the Mediterranean Sea, of course, which at 700 miles wide is considerably wider than the Red Sea that Moses did part at low tide over a ford that was just a few hundred yards wide. But nevertheless, you get the analogy.
You kind of get the analogy.
I'd like to see him part the Mediterranean.
That was pure partridge, wasn't it? That was fantastic. Yeah, good work there. So there we are. I'll have some more of those old clips from 2007 for you next Wednesday.